It's a story about a tiny, scared puppy, a kind-hearted stranger, and the incredible journey that brought them together. It all started on a rainy Tuesday afternoon. Sarah, a graphic designer who usually works from home, had to run an urgent errand. As she was driving down a quiet, semi-rural road, something small and brown on the side of the road caught her eye. At first, she thought it might be a bundle of rags or just some trash. But then, boom, her heart skipped a beat. She immediately pulled her car over to the shoulder, her emergency lights flashing in the gloomy weather. Cautiously, she got out and approached the small, trembling figure. It was a puppy, no older than a few months, completely soaked from the rain and shaking uncontrollably, both from the cold and from fear. He was huddled near a ditch, his fur matted with mud. He looked up at her with the biggest, saddest eyes she had ever seen. There was no collar, no tags, and not a house in sight for miles. It was clear this little guy was lost and completely alone. Sarah's heart broke for him. She spoke to him in a soft, gentle voice, trying to soothe his fears. "Hey there, little fella. It's okay. I'm not going to hurt you." She slowly extended her hand, and after a moment of hesitation, he gave it a tiny, tentative lick. That was it. Sarah knew she couldn't just leave him there. Carefully, she scooped him up into her arms. He was surprisingly light. She wrapped him in the spare blanket she kept in her car. And he immediately burrowed into its warmth, letting out a small whimper that sounded almost like relief. She buckled him into the passenger seat and decided her errand could wait. The most important thing now was getting this puppy somewhere safe and warm. Her first stop was the nearest veterinary clinic. The staff there were amazing. They immediately took the puppy in, checked him for a microchip, and gave him a thorough examination. Thankfully, besides being underweight, dehydrated, and very cold, he had no serious injuries. They couldn't find a microchip, which made the chances of finding his original owner much slimmer. The vet estimated he was about 10 weeks old, likely a Labrador mix of some sort. He had a sweet, gentle temperament despite everything he'd been through. Sarah paid for his initial checkup and a bag of puppy food, her mind racing. What was she going to do next? She took him home, planning to foster him just until she could find a proper rescue or his owners. She posted his picture on every local lost and found pet page on social media, contacted all the local shelters, and put up found dog flyers around the area where she found him. She named him Buddy because it felt like he needed a friend. Back at her apartment, she gave him a warm bath. As the mud washed away, it revealed a beautiful golden brown coat. Once he was dry and fluffy, his true personality started to peek through. He was a little shadow, following Sarah from room to room, his tail giving a hopeful, shy wag every time she looked at him. The first few days were an adjustment for both of them. Sarah had never owned a dog before, so she was learning on the fly about potty training, feeding schedules, and the boundless energy of a puppy. Buddy, for his part, was learning to trust again. Loud noises still made him jump, and he was hesitant around new people. But with Sarah, he was a different dog. He would curl up at her feet while she worked, rest his little head on her lap while she watched TV, and greet her with frantic, happy yips every morning. He was slowly but surely coming out of his shell, and it was a beautiful thing to witness. Days turned into a week, and then 2. Sarah continued her search for Buddy's owners, but every lead went cold. No one came forward to claim him. The shelters were all full and had long waiting lists. During this time, something unexpected happened. Sarah, who had always thought of herself as not a dog person, was falling completely in love. She loved the way his ears flopped when he ran, the little grunts he made in his sleep, and the unconditional love she saw in his eyes. The thought of giving him up started to feel unbearable. Our apartment, which once felt just right for one, now felt empty whenever Buddy wasn't in the room. The turning point came one evening. Sarah was feeling a bit down after a stressful day at work. She was sitting on the couch when Buddy hopped up, nudged her hand with his wet nose, and then rested his head on her shoulder, letting out a deep sigh as if to say, "It's okay, I'm here." In that moment, Sarah knew. He wasn't just a lost puppy she was fostering. He was her dog. He had rescued her just as much as she had rescued him. The void she didn't even know she had in her life was now filled with floppy ears, a wagging tail, and so much love. He was home. The next day, she took down all the flyers. She went back to the vet, not to ask about shelters, but to schedule his vaccinations and get him his very own collar and tag. A bright blue one with his name, Buddy, and her phone number engraved on it. It was official. The lost, scared puppy from the side of the road had found his forever home. Watching them together now, you'd never guess their story started on such a sad, rainy day. Buddy is a happy, confident, and slightly mischievous dog who loves chasing squirrels and getting belly rubs. And Sarah can't imagine her life without him. This story is a powerful reminder of how a single act of kindness can change a life forever, just for the animal, but for the person who helps them. There are so many animals like Buddy out there, waiting in shelters or on the streets for their own Sarah to come along. If you've ever considered adopting a pet, I hope this story encourages you. You might just find your best friend. The bond we share with our pets is truly one of the most special things in the world. Okay? Thank you so much for listening to Buddy and Sarah's journey. Okay? If this story warmed your heart, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more uplifting content. Till next time, take care.